I'm Dimitri Alexander, and this is the Jesus is Coming program being brought to you from the cemetery, my sanctuary. The focus of this program today is on the night that Noah entered the ark. I would like to make mention to all of you beforehand that God is not going to do anything about the growing violence on this American continent, referring to the church killings in the state of Texas just recently. Sometimes before midnight on the eve before it began to rain 40 days and 40 nights, Noah and his sons began the task of removing the anchors that kept the huge boat from drifting from the shore. After which they closed the hatch, and at this point, according to the Spirit of God, the winds began increasing, causing the ark to gradually move away from the shore onto a huge body of water. However, several hours after they had entered the ark, there was a dense fog that covered the area where the ark was built so that no man would see it when it began to rain. And during the early morning hours of the following day, it began to rain. Some of the weather forecasters of that time were reporting unusual weather patterns. Others could not see where the rain was coming from, nor where it was forming. And when the people got this news, the panic began. Through the course of the same day, there were reports of seas and oceans spilling onto dry land. This is consistent with the details in the book of Genesis 6 regarding the springs of the ocean or great deep. People, you have an opportunity. You don't want to be like the people of Noah times. Come to Jesus. He wants to save you. Nothing is going to get better. I will always remind you that nothing is going to get better. People during Noah times were eating and drinking. They were eating and drinking even when the rain was coming. Could you imagine that? Noah told them that it was coming. They didn't believe. They were at casinos. They were at parties. They were just having a good time. They ignored his warnings. But it wasn't until the oceans and the seas began spilling onto the dry land, they began panicking. By then, it was too late. There were those who searched for the ark diligently, but it was nowhere to be found. People were running to the high mountains. But the seas, the water was rising. People, you don't want to be like the people nowadays. You have an opportunity to come to Jesus. Let this be a warning to you that when he comes, there are no second chances. You have an opportunity today to accept him, confess all your sins, and live for him until he comes. Again, don't be like the people of Noah times. They were all left behind. Even Jesus himself verified the historicity of Noah days, the historicity of the flood. As the days of Noah, so shall my days be. He verified it. Don't let Satan turn you around. Don't let Satan distract you with his charms, the good life, the high life. Come to Jesus. Give your life up for him. Give your life to him, brother. That concludes this message of today. Join me again on the next Jesus is Coming program. So long and take care. I'm Dimitri Alexander.